Ngay lúc na chỉ bên bọn savin dunia hi profit and loss class a chaina miscellaneous question ho involved dewa hi na type wise involve ichai tavin example le question pham type wise ong capital de hi na che phat le pham navet over ipi type hitam ti I head dot thailo wa hi le abang ka le pham ki solve thai di nam tia ilung don na kan jong hom zin na is as tu nia bol de hi le question never over ipt strategy ki sim di hom na basic formula I head phada hi le ti hi focus hi tin na okay two tam pi say lewin question number 1 ne pan taw hi tin na by selling an articles for rupees 131.25 a trader gains as much percentage as a number representing the cost price of the articles. In order to earn 40% profit, at what price should he sell the articles? To hi bata question IBP ki piwa selling price to we have 131.25 is na abana chala gain as much percentage is na gain percentage to is equals to cost price is na le cost price ki piu if you hold in tiam hold in t2 in order to earn 40% profit at what price should he sell this na le selling price equals to 40% profit as 140 by 100 of cost price he hold in t2 na eitin ding ate pi ngai chat wa cost price ngai chat chana le chi as cost price ki hold do chu to hi gain percentage to hin cost price si ake bange ti chana le and then selling price to his at he ti chu achu ti hele selling price to piham selling price to cost price plus profit hilo ha na le profit he la kona ik hold do thaiwa if we take cost price equals to x na le chutele gain percentage ang hi x di tinas na le hilai kuna hi chi hi 131.25 yala chi x plus profit la profit equals to profit percentage by 100 into cost price tin hello ha that is profit percentage to x by 100 of x chutile chi pita x square by 100 tin hello na that means chipa hi x square by 100 tin hello ha na to hi chipa hi quadratic equation in ne du ta cha 100 pa hi langkha la ka sola ile iza ka mudita chi hi x square plus chipa hi 100x sung su di chana le minus chipa hi langkha la ka sol kit a hi le la ka sola hi le 131.25 into 100 to 13125 equals to 0 chi equation ni nei tau chana tu hin hichi quadratic equation hi ane solve hi tin na splitting the middle term bolo hi tin na le 13125 chi hi 5 ka bol the chana le chutile 2625 abana chala 5 ka bol the na lai na chutile 5 2 5 fung so di chana 5 ka bol the na lai na achutile chi hi 105 5 ka bol the na lai na le 5 2 or 10 1 chi hi 7 3 to ai pi ka bol de ha hi chi number ho akuna hi number ni ka sim di chu in such a way that hi chi number tin chu subtract chlai negative hi ja chu subtract ka bola hi le plus 100 ka mu di tina chu stupidity ka bol thia 35 into 5 to 175 na 25 into 3 to 75 na chite ni subtract ka bola hi le I got 100 na chia chu hi 100x pa hi ka split thei jina le 175 minus 75 ka bol thei chu so phale pi ka bol de ha assign ka hial de jina le minus 175 75 so phale divided by coefficient of x square hi di ya x square to 1 hi ja chu we have x to 75 negative to ignore do ta cha na ipizia cost price to negative thelo chala na chia chu negative to ignore do ta cha to ip nei bam cost price to 75 nei to cha na achu tia hi le to chu EP ki hol do ta selling price ki hol do na le selling price to we have 140 by 100 of 75 fi bol di tin hi jing lo na tle chi ka bola hi le 2 na 5 1 is 5 5 4 25 2 7 that means 1052 I answer deu tin achu option number C hi I answer deu chu na helai kuna ikichin do deu chi piam tia hi le chi pa he hilan jing ka ti profit percentage to cost price to hong ki ba hi le na selling price to x plus x square by 100 hi ti email chi dio na elawal loss percentage to cost price to hong ki ba hi le a selling price is at data x minus x square by 100 chite ni hi email chi to na email chi lo wa zon hi ta na bol theu chu ewang chu na email chi wa le na gan dio chu na chi quadratic equation pa chu le a topic data in pha le detail ta hong ki chi di hi na to pa hi le gher khil wa hi le time and distance ka bol na chu kan explain kha ja chu hi tia kan bol hi na chong chu ni va theu hin tin abana ani chi pio hitin question number 2 a tea seller used to make 50% of profit by selling tea at rupees 9 per cup na when the cost of ingredient increased by 25%, he started selling tea at rupees 10 per cup. What is his profit percentage now, teacher? So PCM, the tea seller used to make 50% of profit by selling at 9. Selling price equals to 50% profit is equal to 150 by 100 of cost price. Selling price to this become 9. Chenko azua he got 140 by 100 of cost price. So the cost price ki hold theta ba. Cost price ki hold theta na. Cost price is data. I bola 5 2 or 10 5 3 or 15 3 3 or 9 3 2 or 6. Cost price to 6 ta. Cost price ki hold theta na. That's PCM. When the cost of ingredient increased by 25%. Na. Tahi cost price hidin kutin selling price hidin kute. Cost price to 25% increase here. That means 125 by 100 of 16 na. New cost price to. He started selling tea at rupees 10. Selling price to 10. Na. Acha try ko na ti people thaiwa. Chihi 4, chihi 5, chihi 2, chihi 3. Nale 5 ratio is equal to ikat theos nale. That means cost price to cheng thuma hiya hile selling price to hichi anui langa 2 pai lang khat langa chele cheng li hi ditina chu 3:4 hong hi ditina chu na chati p hold in tm profit percentage hold in this nale the profit percentage to 1 by 3 into 100% tina hi lo ha that means 33 1 by 3 percentage tina chu na halo pi nale hiti aji bol diu chu abana question number 3. A vegetable vendor sold 1 kg of potatoes for rupees 25 and earned 25% profit. In the evening, he started selling potatoes with only 10% profit. At what cost per kg did he sell the potatoes in the evening? Question in PCM tiahile. Vegetable vendor pahin selling price to of potatoes 1 kg potatoes to 25 na, and he earned 25% profit. A profit to 25% hit it. Nilha langa hi profit to 10% azu ahile. Na EPCM at what cost per kg did he sell the selling price to? Is that hidam ti chanale 10% a profit azu ahile a selling price to is that hidam. Key question in do cha. Na HCP bol diuta selling price at 10% profit equals to EP ki wa 25 ki pi na 25 to selling price na le chia chu anui lang pa jong hi selling price di tina cha chi profit hi selling price ai hei do di wa hi it should be 125% na le as chi 125 into EP whole in TM like 10% profit whole in channel le 10% profit to selling price in head diva hile we have 110 percentage nale hi chi bol ta EP bol wa ta hi selling price divided by selling price percentage form into EP whole in tia selling price 10% profit nale hi chi hi hold the parts hi chi bol about so that means given to question ki bol mai ta ba chi given chi question acha tia hi le hi chi ka bola hi ka mudita 25 to chi hi 5 chila 5 2 are 10 5 2 are 10 that means 22 rupees azu a hi le la langa chu 10% profit amudi tina chu abana question number 4 an article is sold at a certain price. If it is sold at 70% of this price, then there is a loss of 10%. What is the percentage profit when it is sold at the original selling price? To hi equation method I bol so that means equation method jiphem tia hi left hand side equals to right hand side ikiba asa diu tina cha na his chu ept ki hoilai ko na left hand side to right hand side kila diu ham tia hi le a question a ko na hi ikila diu cha question in PCM. If it is sold selling price at 70% of this price, that means 70 by 100 of selling price achu as wa hile, then there is a loss of 10%. Loss of 10% dia hile 90 by 100 of cost price tin hilo ha na hit equation hin na bol do theva le agma na ganita chutia hile selling price to cost price na kui wale 9 by 7 na acha tia hile if you hold in tiam profit percentage hold in na that means 2 by 7 into 100 to 200 by 7 to percentage to answer that's option number B hi answer dio na a question in PCM ti pa hi zi lang to velang equate na bol de chivita if it is sold at 70% of this price, that means selling price tina le an article is sold at certain price hi selling price tina cha at article chu isa nam hana kizu chu na and if it is sold at 70% of this price 70% of this price akizu a hi le there is pa hi equals tina cha na a loss of 10% loss of ipia kona dikhut zia loss or profit to cost price agona dikhut chana le zia chu it should be loss 10% is it should be 90% of cost price tina chu tini chu left hand side right hand side hongki ba phara chu evolve wa heli answer page khanai mu chu to hin question number 5 and chiki hitin na an article is sold at a certain price if it is sold at 33% of this price nale there is a loss of 33.33 percentage. What is the percentage profit when it is sold at 60% of its original selling price? Na to hi he because 33.33 percentage tia hin ha tu chna eva ema cha hilo chu chi chu ifam tia hile 1 by 3 100 by 3 tina me hilo hana cha tia hile 3309 percentage tina chu hile percentage chu in hel do hile it is 1 by 100 tina hilo ha chile chi 300 hong hi tina chu acha tia hile 33.33 percentage chu it becomes 1 by 3 tina hilo ha zong hi 1 by 3 tina chu na that's equation method bol ki du chu left hand side to right hand side ki ba sa du chu hi chala ko na if it is sold at 33% of this price that means if it is sold at 1 by 3 of selling price that means there is by equals is a loss of 1 by 3 loss of 1 by 3 pitin ha to have the chi part thum cha 1 2 3 hich part la he loss one part hi chapa hi a loss ta chitile is that remaining uma chito chium chana le that means 1 2 tina chu chitile 2 by 3 na lai chana 2 by 3 of cost price tina chu na tu hin chito chi cancel leng selling price by cost price to 2 by 1 tin hello ha to ip hold in tiam what is the percentage profit when it is sold at 60% of the original selling price chi original selling price ya to hi 60% of original selling price tia hile new selling price is that hong ta 60 by 100 of 2 tin hello di ha na acha tia hile chichu 1.2 tina cha 1.2 by 1 tina here so the profit percentage is that chalai kuna hai 0.2 divided by cost price to 1 into 100 that means chi 20% tina cha option number A hi answer diu na hi ti chu he chia chu question ever wa kuna hi EPT strategy ki sim diu ham ti pa jang chu apoi ma he hi chi equation method jong hi very effective he jong hi ki zilta okay abana question number 6 an article is sold at a certain price if it is sold at 33 1 by 3% of this price there is a loss of this what is the percentage profit if the article is sold at 80% of its original selling price chipa hi le peham equation method azana solve thei hi na chipa hi nang ho homework hong hitan tin chi bol vin lang na bol thei wale pha na bol thei lo wale hin se vin lang na tu hin ane proceed ta hoite Manjit bought a second-hand motorbike for rupees 22,000 and spent rupees 3,000 on its overhauling and maintenance. He sold it with 12% profit. If he had sold it for rupees 500 less, then what would have been his profit percentage? Na, to hi ipiham a question na ko na hi ipiha hud diu hilehan ipi bol diu ha cost price to selling price tai bol theu chna a cost price ipiham tia hile suma senja jo si jo ma cost price tina chna that means cheto hin chi igop diu tina che igop va hile zat move 25,000 na he then sold it with 12% profit 12% profit as was na le adu tia hile a selling price is at data 12% profit at the 112 by 100 of 25000 tin hello ha chi chu hong data 0 ni cancel 0 ni cancel 25 to 1122 we have 28123 na hi chi mu chu to hi pcm if he had sold it for rupees 500 less then what would have been his profit percentage ati chu to hi hichla hi lawa zanga hloma zu a hi le izan hong su ta 27500 27500 hi selling price hi a hi le na a profit percentage is at dam ti cha easy na le profit percentage equals to pm profit is at data 27500 minus 2500 tina cha na le atu ti le 2500 tin hello ha chite ni bo iwa diu ta cha divided by cost price into 100 na that means 10% profit tina cha option number B hi e answer diu ta cha na abana question number 8 the cost of manufacturing an item was rupees 24,000 and 20% of it was spent on packaging and its shipments to a retailer nale the manufacturer made a profit of 50% while the retailer incurred a loss of 20% in selling it to the customer. At what price was the item sold by the retailer? To hi chain khat hongum chu na ipiuma manufacturer hin sumizan am khat lu na hi na thil khat item khat sim chu nale chizawa chu item sim pa chu retailer pa ko mai zu chu that means selling price of merchant to cost price of retailer to ke bang ditina cho cheta bang ho hi cheta bang question ho hi hi tia chum cha na 50% tunga zo cha retailer pa kuma hi retailer pa hin customer pa kuma hi minus 20% loss ha zo cha 20% loss ha zo cha na le that means selling price of retailer to cost price of consumer pa to ki bang cho chepa hi le information bo chu question to relate lo na to ip hold in dem te selling price of retailer chepa hi hold in ti cha na che chita bang ip ti bol diom te la ban bana hi hung chal deu cha a first pina hi cost price of manufacturer by hold ote na le cost price of manufacturer to zadita manufacturer pa in suma sian zo si chu ama dinga cost price chu acha tia hele ama cost price chu 120 by 100 of 24,000 hi chu na to hi manufacturer hin retailer pa ko ma 50% tunga zo chu acha tia le pi hung hi ta selling price of manufacturer chi jang hi ta 150 by 100 of cost price by manufacturer tin hello ha na abana te pi bolam retailer pa hin hi chi hi retailer pa dinga a cost price hung ta cha na acha tia hile retailer pa hin customer pa ko ma chu 20% loss azu chna le acha tia hile selling price of retailer chu is hung ta 80 by 100 of ama cost price la ama cost price chu selling price of manufacturer tin hello ha na hi chi nei tau chu to have the chi hi chi hile ne theni de wakazi hi ya example la chat bong hai pi bol diu ha chi pai vata chi pai bol diu cha acha tia hile example le direct ata ka ji thejla na chi hi I can write 24,000 into 20% is actually 120 by 100 ka ji the into 50% profit is actually 150 by 100 ka ji the abana chala minus loss is actually 80 by 100 ka ji the cha ka ji a hele chepa thonum ki bang de cha pata hi chi hold odi huya equals to 80 by 100 into SP of M chu chi tin achana 150 by 100 tin aya CP of M chula chi 120 by 100 into 24 chi tin acha na ki bang chala na rearrange ka bol me mi bo cha question ka mu dong zu ya cha chi example hai tai direct ana bol diu cha oh chilang pai ji ngai lo ne thim de ka ji me me he na hi chicken bola le za ka mu ta chicken bola hele 0 0 0 ni na 0 0 0 ni na le teni cancel a hele hi chi hi multiply ka bola hele I got 34560 na option number B hi ka answer de cha so the sequence ho hi ele series ho hi hitia hina bol diu cha abana question number 9 ne ve na a shopkeeper bought 20 kg of sugar at 45 per kg 25 kg of sugar at 50 per kg and 35 kg of sugar at 40 per kg he spent a sum of 450 on transportations and other expenses he mixed all the three types of sugar and sold all the stocks at 52.5 per kg his profit percentage in the entire transaction to atis na le ajutia le to hi ipiti bol theva we have variables la 20 kg chi articles na le and then a price cost price ke hold odiu cha cost price ke hold odiu selling price of one article chu hi za da hi ya hile chalai kuna cho profit percentage ke hold odiu cha na profit percentage hold odiu nga chu cost price or selling price he no ngai cha to hin 20 kg article headed out there and then a price diute tuy là cost price on khut piu te na acha tele 20 kg chu 45 as acho chu acha tia hila hi iza seneta a sendi chu 900 sendi chu abana chu pi bola 25 kg of sugar chu piham 50 per kg acho chna le acha tia hile 25 kg chu sugar ti hi wanga hi a type chum hin dan hi na chi chu chi hi first chi second type te second type pa chu 25 kg pa chu 50 rupees a cho chu na acha tia hile total cost price la suma sen zat chu 1250 sen ti na chu a third na chala a third na chu 35 chu izara acho 40 a cho na le acha tile asum sen zat chu 1400 ti na chu acha tile article chu izar hmu ta cc ka go ma hile we have 80 na 80 kg ta chu 80 kg hi asu tu ti na chu izar se na 80 kg a chu a sen zat chu chla hi 3550 chna le ei wanga chu 450 a hi pham transportation asu lu chu acha ti le total cost price di chu zat ta 450 igop deu tin hello ha na acha ti la chipa hi 4000 hi ti na chu 80 kg of sugar chu 4000 a cho ti na chu ti le cost price chu clear ta chna le cost price chu 4000 ta chu ta chi pi bola hi chi 80 kg pa chu 52.5 per kg a chu acha ti le selling price zat ta selling price chu we have 80 into 52.5 tin hello ha chipa hi jang su de tam 4200 su de tina chu ta chu chi bolwa hile profit percentage equals to that data 2 by 40 into 100 tin hello ha na stile 224 to 5 for 10 stile profit percentage chu 5% tin so option number b hi answer deu cha na ha khol pi abana question number 10 the cost price of two articles A and B are in a ratio 4:5 while selling these articles the shopkeeper gains 10% on article A and 20% on article B and the difference in their selling price is 480 the difference in cost price of articles B and A is ati chanale to hi p se ya let's say A le B me taute A le B cost price to 4:5 hai ti na about while selling these articles the shopkeeper gains 10% to his selling price I bol diu chu 4 hi kala hi le hin selling price ko hold on dinga chu fraction hung hi ta na le cha ji pi ka bol de ha hi chi ratio ji az ka dei le ani nya hi 400 to 500 kala thai chu na ka calculation na dinga chu acha de le ka selling price za ta ka selling price chu like plus a chu 10% hi ji chu chipa chu it comes 440 10% of 400 chu 40 tin has na le let's say chi x ti te na aban le b chla 20% profit b chu 20% of 500 chu we have 100 acha tia hele selling price chu 600x hong hi tin chu to ai pi sayam chiteni difference hi na the difference in their selling price is 480 hai ti cha acha tia hile cost price difference chu iza de diam ti cha nale to ai vada che 480 chu selling price difference na acha ti hai le anui azong hi ratio difference la diu cha 440 to 600 chu we have 160 na into ipi hold do diu ha 400x minus 500x hold do diu cha na chi le 100x so x na chi bol wal is module ta x to x cancel 0 to 0 chi le chi 30 that means 300 tina cha cost price difference option number B hi e answer diu na hi chi pa hi wada chi 480 pa hi difference in selling price hi ja chu anui lang pa jong hi difference in selling price la diu cha abana chi p hole in tiam cost price ni difference hold in ti chana chi ja chu cost price to 500x to 400x long amani difference to 100x na that means given to question hichi concept pa chi za ki da cha abana question number 11 an article is sold at a profit of 25% if both the cost price and selling price of the articles are increased by rupees 200 then the profit percentage is 20%. What is the original cost price of the articles? EPT bolte let's say cost price to selling price bolte. Nale an article is sold at a profit of 25%. 25% we know that it is 1 by 4. Chipahi profit here chipahi cost price na cost price to selling price in body we have cost price to let's say we have 4x. Nale selling price is at the profit is to 4 plus 1 equal to 5x tin hello ha if both the cost price and selling price of the articles are increased by 200 na chepa jang hi plus 200 hiya chepa jang hi plus 200 hiya hi le na then the profit percentage is 20%. 20% is that ha we have 1 by 5 tin hello ha acha tia hi le anui pa hi 5x to profit is to 6x tin acha na to IP hold in TM what is the original cost price of the articles 4x pa hi is anti hold in teacher na acha tia hi le distance concept achu helakai 200 hiya hi le helakai 1x hiya le we can say x equals to 200 na acha tia hi le 4x hold odi wa hi le we have 800 na option number C hi e answer diu cha na tu chanai bolo chi pham tia hi le pham type ho izu bi se lo cha question nung zo ya APT e ho in epi ha question problem pa itekalo ham ti pa chu e bolo chna le cha question hi simding zo phat le EPT ka bol de ham ti pa chu e ma on idea kuna podo sa de na ti pa chu nen khu khu phat le hung bei tan tin na abana question number 12 a shopkeeper bought 600 pens he sold 480 of them for the price he paid for 600 pens 100 pens at 10% higher rate than that at which he sold 480 pens and the rest at the cost price his profit percentage in the transaction is touchy PCM we have 600 pens article in news nale articles to let's say sold at 600 selling price hitin kui phote touchy PCM 480 article 480 to 600 acho na pa mana chu azu chna le acha tia hi le we can say selling price to 600 has taute na abana je PCM 100 pence to 10% higher rate than that at which he sold 480 pence na le acha ti le 480 pence to pen khana je iza zara zu that means 600 by 480 tin hello ha na abale 100 pence to chepa hi 10% ati chna le acha tia hile into 110 by 100 hi chi hile selling price of 100 pen la hi 1 pen pa chu hi chi selling price chu na acha tile 100 pen azu ja chu into 100 bol ki duty nei lo ha na acha tia hile ita ka bolding chi ka bola hile 48 6 10 8 na le tile 4 chi hi 5 chi 2 5 5 acha tia la chapa hi 137.5 tina cha 5 tina na alaga chi he thim lo chana 480 chu 600 na zu chu acha tia le 1 pen chu izat azu diham na 600 by 480 mana zu di chu to hi epcm 100 pen chu like 10% higher than that of 480 till 10% higher than chi to 110 by 100 of these chichu ipitita chichu selling price of one articles chipahi one articles evanga chu 100 azu to into 100 ka bol be so tile 137.5 tinata chu to with articles is niyam 600 chnale to hi and the rest at the cost price a rest cost price ya chu to hi izat vanla azu di chu 580 20 articles bo hi zu di ta cha chu cost price as wa hile it will be just 20 na taking cost price equals to 1 cost price of 1 pen equals to 1 ai la wa hile na hechi ta chu acha tile total selling price ta total selling price chu 757.5 tina chana le and then total cost price la cost price of 1 pen chu chengkhat hiya le cost price of 600 pen chu 600 tin hello de hana cha tele cost price chu 600 hiding selling price chu 757.5 hiya le profit percentage hold di wale is that hold do ta 5 by 600 into 100 tin hello ha chi bolwa hele we have 26.25 percentage option number C hi answer diu cho example le nagana diu cho abana question number 13 the cost price of two articles A and B is the same article A is sold at a loss of 24% and article B is sold for 270 more than the selling price of A if the net profit by selling both the article is 12% then what is the selling price of the article B to hi cost price to selling price hidin je utin na article A chu a cost price chu 100x ai la wa hi le na article is a selling price la loss 24% is ya chu chpa hi 76x ong hi tina chana selling price chu article B chala cost price A le B ki ba ja chu 100x ma hong hi tina chana ji ai selling price of B chala EP hetiam 270 more than the selling price of A ati chana le that means 76x plus 270 tin hello ha acha tia le toy pi nei wa total acha cost price chu 200x ne chana le selling price la 76 plus 76 chu 152x plus 270 ne cha na to chu ikipin alaiwa if net profit by selling both the article is 12% acha tile selling price chu 112 by 100 of cost price it is na that means cost price chu 200x tin hello na 12% profit ya chu 112 tin na acha tia le chi za data hi chi bolwa hi le 224x tin na selling price di hi na chi pm tia hi le chi hi ki bang tina cho na selling price and then chi selling price e chu tel helai ko na x ki hold do theo chu na if you hold in ti ham what is the selling price of the article b che pai hold in ti chu I hold on di wa x pai hi ki hold do ma san ngau chu na to equation chu ni tau chu 224x equals to 152x plus 270 tin hai lo ha chi hi 70 2x equals to 270 tin ha x equals to 270 by 72 tin hai lo ha chu chi hi 4 chi hi 15 na to hi x to 15 by 4 nei tau chu acha tia hi le selling price of b chu pi ta 76 into x la 15 by 4 na le plus 270 tin hai lo ha chi bol va hi le 4 1 is 4 19 19 into 15 to 285 plus 272 we have 555 option number B hi answer deu cha na question nung zai bol he ema cha ha zong om poi abana question number 14 the cost price of article X and Y is the same. Article X is sold at 20% profit and Y is sold for 126 less than the selling price of X. If the net profit by selling both the article is 14%. So ekibang mama in na cost price to selling price in bulletin. X2 is ATM. X2 let's say 100x akala ahile. 20% profit is at 120x na le. Y chala cost price ki ba 100x mama hi detina cha. That means 120x plus x minus 126 less than the selling price of x tiala 120x minus 1216 hello ha acha tia hile cost price to we have 200x selling price la 240x minus 126 na to achala if you hold in if the net profit by selling both the article is 14% acha tia hile 240x minus 126 equals to 114 by 100 of 200x. Kini hi lawa na. Chitile chito chika bola hile. To ai pi nei ta wa. 240x minus 126 equals to 228. Ini usna le. Chitile x ni kui khom wale. Isa ni muta wa. 12x equals to 126. Therefore, x2 21 by 2 tin hello hana 2 1 nale acha tile if you hold in tiam what is the cost price of each article tiale chiti ne hello hana acha tile 100x equals to 21 by 2 into 100 nale chichu 1050 tina option number C hi answer dio na question nu zia chu proceed bol ai bo yo aha tai poi abana question number 15 a shopkeeper fixed the selling price of an article 20% above its cost price if the cost price increased by 20% and he increased the selling price by 16% then his profit is tai cost price to selling price itin ko te let's say a cost price to zakhat taute to tile selling price 20% above its cost price tiale profit to 20% tina ta bang chana aju tia hile selling price to 120 tina cha na if the cost price is increased by 20% that means cost price 120 hong hiale selling price increased by 16% selling price hi 16% ni hiale zata 116 by 100 of 120 tin hello hana sideni ratio aga bol le han ratio hi phale cost price selling price chi cancel the chuna le chi a chi ta ga bol ding acha tia hi le Cepai lang khat la ka solar le. Cost price khat ding. Selling price chu 116 di tina chu. Na, chadre ta profit percentage hold ding ali zat ta. 16% tina. Option number B hi e answer deu cha. Na, ipisa 16% ham 16 by 100 into 100 chu 16% na le. Cho gì ngay lo. Okay. Tunia ding azong hi hi chana hi in chai de hitan profit and loss chapter 2 chala hi hong ki chai de hitan na to hi next class akuna hi discount in bol de hi longlut tein aninga jing hoitin class ibol ki ka sivin dam sel ta hoite